There are several IRS programs that you can use for favorable treatment of your tax debt. How do you qualify? You qualify by successfully documenting to the IRS that your financial situation will not allow you to pay the full amount. Stay tuned, let me explain. Hi, I'm Jim Flauaus. I am authorized by the federal government to represent taxpayers before the IRS in all 50 states. You owe the IRS. What's your game plan to resolve this debt? On the opposing sideline is the collection division of the IRS. Their goal is for you to pay all that you can pay as soon as you can pay it. On the other sideline, you want to pay as little as possible, if anything at all. A key factor in determining how much you're going to pay towards your IRS debt will be, after taking all your income and taking care of your housing, transportation, healthcare, food and clothing, and other costs, how much is left at the end of the month for you to make payments on your tax debt. In other words, how much free cash flow do you have? The allowable expenses for a family of 4 is going to differ from what's allowable for a family of 2. Allowable expenses in a small town are going to be different from a big city. And allowable expenses for transportation look more like a Chevy or a Ford than a Mercedes or a BMW. Does this make sense? If this resonates with you, please hit the like button below. IRS rules limit allowable expenses by something called local and national collection standards. Local standards for housing and transportation. It costs more to drive in some cities than it does in others. It costs more to have a home in some cities. Then there's national standards for food, clothing, public transportation, out-of-pocket healthcare costs. These are costs that pretty much stay the same regardless of where you live in the U.S. Now, it really takes someone who works with these standards every day and knows the system in order for you to maximize what's available to you in terms of allowable expenses. In fact, I have found you can reverse engineer the process. Here's an example. I had a taxpayer in Georgia who had about $250 left at the end of the month. After figuring all of the allowable expenses, there was a choice of doing one of two things. Which would you choose? One, he could take the $250 and go ahead and send that to the IRS every month to pay down the tax debt. Two, he could take the money, instead of paying the IRS and not continuing to drive his 15-year-old pickup truck, which didn't always work, he could get a different truck, one that's more reliable. Use that $250 towards a payment on reliable transportation so he could continue to earn a living. Well, we chose the latter. Completely legal, completely within IRS regulations. We used the IRS Collection Standards so that he could have reliable transportation and have an income that can support the family. So this is just one example of the tricks and tips that professionals use to help you when you're facing IRS debt. If you need to resolve your tax problem and would like to do so through a partial pay agreement or obtaining some type of not collectible status to put the IRS on hold, or even to submit an offer in compromise, which would, if accepted, allow you to settle the debt for far less than you owe, I can help you. My phone number and my email are in the description below. Then you'll want to tap a professional who can help you to navigate the IRS collection process and the regulations. But you don't just want any tax professional, not just any CPA, any tax attorney, any enrolled agent. The fact is, about 5% of attorneys, CPAs, and enrolled agents actually specialize in IRS collections. They don't want to bother with dealing with debtors and IRS collections. But it's an area that I specialize in. I love helping taxpayers in trouble with the IRS to get a fresh start, to get out of all the confusion and fear around owing the IRS, the emotional upheaval, the chaos in the family, and to resolve it by bringing clarity and control to the situation and applying the IRS resolution best suited for the taxpayer's particular case. If you need help resolving a tax problem, call me or email me. My contact information is in the description below. I'm Jim Flauaus. Hope you found this helpful. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can continue to get ongoing tips on how to deal with the IRS. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time.